What's up guys, it's your boy Anthony Arundel, bring you once again another TTC Toni-Tech review. Today we have the awesome Pocophone F1, yeah! This is a very nice device guys, the elusive Pocophone F1. This is very special and I'm gonna tell you why, coming up. Welcome back guys. We have the very elusive and very special Pocophone F1. A little background. Pocophone is brought to you by the Poco brand. That is a small sister company under Xiaomi. So Xiaomi first started out selling these telephones in India, but these phones have become so popular that now everybody wants to have them. Everybody's like, please review this and get that and tell me more. Well guys, I am here to tell you more. Here we have a huge 6.18-inch screen with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. At the bottom of the device we have the speaker grill and the USB Type-C. As you can see on the top it comes with a highly elusive headphone jack. Yeah, for many of you who don't know what that is, it still does exist. And thank God Xiaomi decided to keep that because I'm sick and tired of all those USB Type-C powered headphone jack adapters. Ain't nobody care about no headphone jacks adapters. Leave the headphone jacks, okay? For the next phone makers out there. On the inside of the telephone we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 with an Adreno 630 GPU, which keeps everything moving on very smoothly, especially when it comes to gaming. And when you put that together with a 6 GB of RAM that's in this very device, you got a very good combination. Here we have a dual camera setup. We have a 12 megapixel and we have a 5 megapixel on the underside, and that's just pretty much for depth of field. And here right under the camera we also have a very handy fingerprint scanner, which guys I must say is very impressive. It works all the time. I've had absolutely no issues with it. Alright guys, I want to quickly test out the fingerprint scanner for you guys. When I push this, it should unlock, and it unlocks really fast. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, push, unlock. So let's turn it off. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, push, unlock. It's quite fast, guys. Let's try that again, and it's unlocked. Off. Fingerprint scanner unlocked. Wow, this is really quick, guys. I'm really happy with this thing. Okay guys, when it comes to software, this Android telephone is powered by Android 8.1, as you can probably see from here. The rest of the phone runs extremely smooth. It also comes with MIUI's own skin, which is permanent throughout the whole phone, as you can see by looking at these icons. These have the whole structure, or at least the whole theme throughout of the MIUI. When you go through the rest of the telephone, you would also notice that this is just all MIUI based. Again, no big deal breaker for me and no big deal breaker for a lot of people, as this is just a skin. And when it comes to the launcher itself, you can pretty much replace the launcher for another launcher if you wanted to. I personally like to use the Nova launcher. I'm not using that right now for the purpose of this review, but you can change it if you wanted to. I was showing you something about the telephone earlier, which I wasn't able to zoom in nicely, but if you look at it now, you will see that the back is made from plastic, polycarbonate. It's just another nice way of saying plastic. It's cheap, but it also keeps the cost down. Also, another thing I like about the fact that this is plastic is that it's not such a huge fingerprint magnet. I mean, look, it obviously has a few little fingerprints now, but you can't see it that much. Whereas if this was made from glass, all I have to do is just look at the phone and touch it, and the fingerprints would just stick everywhere, and it's just a whole mess. It's not so beautiful. Anyhow, so that's what's inside of the telephone, Android 8.1. Here on the side of the telephone you have your volume rockers, you have your plus, you have your minus, and here you have the power button, which is very nice and clicky. I do like the way these things click, by the way. It's I think they did a great job with this. And guys, going back to the cameras are gorgeous. I mean, usually when it comes to a Chinese phone, I try not to get my expectations too high because I know how that usually ends up for me. Really doesn't end up too good. I usually take pictures and they're grainy or looking out of focus, and I can just go on and on. But I can certainly tell you that the front-facing camera takes some really good selfies. The light is great, there's no complaints, absolutely. It does actually make you look a little bit too beautiful, so please do not forget to turn off the outer beauty mode which is by default on. So if you think all of a sudden you look great, yeah, that's not the camera, that's just the software. So think on that. And taking pictures with the back camera was also a treat. As stated earlier, it has a 12 megapixel camera with a 5 megapixel camera, which is actually used for depth of field. If you look at these sample pictures, you will see how rich the colors are. The bokeh effect just looks beautiful on this telephone. Colors pop at you, and it's just a great camera for everyday shots. And speaking of everyday shots, what about nighttime shots? Well guys, this camera has you covered. Because when it comes to night shot, I mean, it's no slouch. I've taken plenty of shots before with other cameras, and as you can see by these night shots, the details are still very incredible. You can actually zoom in and out and still see what's going on in the background. So all in all, I think that this is a great camera, especially when you think about the price of this telephone. It's unbeatable and unmatched. I think they did a great job balancing. All right, guys, let's do some gaming here. Let's go. We have the asphalt nitro, and as you can see, it's running perfectly smooth, and that is all. And that is all because of the Snapdragon 845. The police! Okay, let's run some people on and see if we can get some police. And as you guys can see, this game is also running pretty smooth. Ain't nothing going on here because Jeff is just out. Well guys, what do you think about this telephone? I think that Poco or Xiaomi did a fantastic job bringing us what they did for this price. Once again, they took the right steps, they cut the right corners, and they made the right moves on this telephone. Battery life is great, the screen is awesome, the processor is off the charts because it's the latest and greatest from Snapdragon, and it helps that it comes with 6 gigabytes of RAM. All in all, you cannot go wrong with this device. Is this a device that I would recommend? Oh, sure. I say go pick it up right now. I mean, you'd be doing yourself a huge favor by picking up this awesome, gorgeous beast. How about that? I think that we will be seeing a whole lot more about this telephone in the future. You will be seeing a lot because I will be flashing this telephone, and I will be putting a tutorial pretty soon online so that you guys can follow along and have even much cooler software on your telephone. So guys, if this review has helped you out, if you feel any wiser now and you can make a better decision, then please don't forget to share, like, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please be sure to become a member. As doing so will guarantee that you will get to see the latest videos from my channel. Once again guys, this has been a TTC Toni-Tech Cave review, and see you on the next one.